We are starting with some breaking news out of Golden, where a semi-truck flipped and crashed. This is video from the scene along Highway 58 near the Washington Avenue Bridge. Right now, Golden police have a portion of the road closed while crews clean up and investigate. At this time, it is unclear what led up to the crash or if weather was involved. We're also working to figure out how many people are hurt. We have a crew on the ground right now trying to get those answers. We'll bring you that information as soon as it's available. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Sam Shocker. Well, if you haven't noticed, snow has been falling all morning. Good news, it's not really sticking on roadways in the Denver metro, so it's just the right scenario for one of the biggest travel days of the year. So let's take a look. Here's a look at a few highways in the metro. Look at the top right camera right there. There's some trouble along I-25 south of Denver in the Monument area. 2 lanes are closed because of conditions there. But along I-25 in Denver, Highway 6 near Federal and I-70 just east of Aurora, roadways are wet, but traffic is moving just fine right now, as you can see. Although the snow did not gather on the roads, it was still a wet and dangerous commute this morning. We were out giving you a look during 9 News mornings. And looking outside now, the clouds are still heavy and low. You can tell in this live view from atop the Four Seasons Hotel. And northern Colorado and the Greeley area didn't get left out today. Look at the University of Northern Colorado's campus. The mountains also, of course, have been getting snowed on since yesterday. And you can tell by looking at Frisco this morning. So many piles of snow on the sides of the road there. Matt Renew, of course, has more on Frisco's snowfall coming up later in our show. But first, let's get to our 9 News Weather Impact Team meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen. Corey, you're out there in the backyard. It looks beautiful with the snow and the Christmas lights.
This is my kind of beautiful day out here for sure. The snow makes just got enough to add a little bit of a flavor to it. We're starting to mix in just a little bit of blue as I'm looking up into the sky here. So we're not long to the end of this, but you can also see the snow flurries still falling down here right now. But take a look at the Eisenhower Johnson Tunnel. You can see that the snow is still impacting there. It's coming and going with heavy bouts, but the traffic moving along nicely. But the high country really got slammed for a while there yesterday. Lots of backups and road closures. And look at these, the mountain towns did really good. We had 2 to 3 feet in the resorts and the ski areas, but the mountain towns, we had Mount Crested Buttes already up over 2 feet of snow. We've got Gunnison and Breckenridge closing in on that 2-foot mark, and it's still snowing up there, as you can see from the live weather radar. The mountains starting to simmer down just a little bit as far as that coverage goes, but it'll still stay passing snow showers all the way past the 4 o'clock hour today. And here on the Front Range, we'll start to get those snow showers to clear from the north to the south. And Denver will be looking at mixing in some good sunshine here in the afternoon hours here as we go through the day. But look at the temperatures. Not expecting them to get too warm with any sunshine that we might see, because we have an Arctic air mass rolling in from the polar regions, and that's going to make for a pretty cold morning, probably one of the coldest mornings we've had so far this winter in Denver. So we'll have to watch for black ice on any roads that don't completely dry today. And then we're looking to stay cold because of that Arctic cold front as we move through the next few days. That's Black Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, staying relatively cold. But as you look at your week ahead here, we're going to start warming things up, and we'll have several days coming where we'll hit the 50-degree mark in Denver. I'll have much more details coming up in the full forecast.
C-Rep, thank you. If you're heading up to the mountains anytime soon, the Colorado Avalanche Information Center is sounding the alarm. The risk for avalanches is high right now. The center has this look on its website of the potential dangers across the state. Taking another look at our roads, whether you're traveling for the holidays or just a normal commute, CSP says to slow down, drive responsibly. As 9 News' Brianna Fernandez explains, troopers are emphasizing their holiday patrol enforcement.
So Colorado State Patrol, they're going to be looking for careless drivers, those who are weaving in and out of traffic, probably going way too fast, tailgating other drivers, or those behind the wheel under the influence. So we know last year, Colorado State Patrol troopers responded to 85 crashes the day before Thanksgiving. Investigators determined the top factors involved in those crashes were lane violations followed by reckless driving. This year, troopers say the goal is to bring that number down. So Colorado State Patrol says it will add additional troopers to the daily patrol to focus on high traffic volume areas where they know folks will be going through for Thanksgiving. So that includes highways, up and down I-25, I-76, and then across I-70.
Give yourself plenty of time. Understand that weather could be a factor. Lots of volume on the roadway is going to be a factor. And be patient, not just with other drivers, but with yourself.
Colorado State Patrol says get used to the hands-free law. That is going to start January 1st, so it's going to ban people from using their electronic devices unless you have a hands-free accessory. For now, I'm in Denver. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
Brianna, thank you. Adams County deputies have arrested a third suspect who they believe is connected to the shooting of a man who was trying to sell jewelry online. Deputies say on Monday, the victim met up at an apartment complex near 80th and Conifer with 2 men and a woman who he thought were buyers ready to finish a deal that they had already made online. That's when investigators say the suspect stole his jewelry, shot him, and ran off. The sheriff's office caught the first 2 that day and announced today they arrested the third and final suspect. Sheriff's officials say this is a good reminder that police station parking lots are the best places to do a sale or a purchase, but if not, do it in a well-lit public place. Aurora police officers are using more force, but less deadly force, according to a new report that the department put together as part of its consent decree with the state. It shows there were 4 deadly use of force incidents last year, down from 13 incidents in 2022. However, total use of force is up. The report suggests it's because officers are back to proactive policing following COVID and because the state legislature redefined what quote-unquote use of force means. As for less lethal force, the department credits increased officer training. Also, the report shows use of force against Black people still accounts for more than 40% of the incidents. Aurora's Black population is about 16%. The bodies of the two people killed in the Larimer County plane crash over the weekend have been recovered. The plane went down Saturday morning during a training mission for the Civil Air Patrol. Pilot Susan Wolber and aerial photographer Jay Roden were killed. The plane's co-pilot Randall Settergren survived, but does have serious injuries. Investigators are still working to determine why the plane crashed.